And that is great because I'll be using 2 SSDs. Now, unfortunately, this 970 Evo is not Gen 4, and it's also stupid because I don't really, like, Samsung drives are kind of a lie. Like, they don't actually perform that well. They just have the Samsung name. Like, they're actually pretty garbage. A complete aside, welcome to my channel. Samsung SSDs primarily are fucking trash. They really are. They have a name, and they have what is essentially the equivalent of an overclocked memory controller. But besides that, they're fucking garbage. I've tried to use them to record on my last camera. This is a new one. I don't know how to use it. Sorry that it looks bad, but give me a few videos. They don't work. They literally cannot keep up with the speed of my camera, which was only recording at like 400 megabytes a second. Which, for like a SATA SSD, that's a lot, but for a drive that can essentially do 2,000 plus megabytes a second, that's stupid. So, this one can. This is a Sabrent Rocket 4 Plus PCIe Gen 4 SSD. This is going to be like my bulk storage drive. These are the only drives. We got 3 terabytes. The only reason I'm using the Samsung drive is because it just has all my OS data and stuff on it. It's just what I had at the time when I built my PC, so I'm just going to keep it because all of my editing footage is actually now going to be on a NAS anyway. So this is just bulk storage games and anything I need that can't be edited over the network will be on this Rocket 4 Plus. Thank you, Sabrent, for sending that over. Samsung's never sent me anything. They probably never will. But either way, I haven't really asked because, again, Samsung SSDs, I haven't used a good one. And that might be my fault. It might be entirely my fault. This is probably going to be a separate video. But it might be my fault that I haven't used a good Samsung SSD. I've only had a couple. I have an 860 QVO in here. What is this? Yeah. I've got this, 860 QVO, 1 terabyte. I've got another 500 gig Evo, something like that, the SATA one. And I've got this 970 Pro. None of them have, 970 Evo, whatever. None of them have been good. I have not liked using any of them. They have they slow down. They slow down to 40 megabytes a second during use. Which some drives do. There's 2 kinds of drives. Drives that can not slow down to 40 megabytes a second and drives that do. And it's like using a hard drive. Maybe it's just my SATA controllers don't like this, but they like... Of course that's what happens. Whatever. So that's my Samsung rant. It's that. People buy it for the name. They get ripped off. Because, I mean, here's the thing. In the end... What I'll say is that, in the end, it doesn't particularly matter because for the average user, an SSD will still be faster than any hard drive, and same thing with a Samsung drive. It's not like particularly garbage, like it's not going to slow your computer down. But for my use case, when they are literally selling drives for my camera that cannot keep up with it, the drives are recommended for my camera. I had a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K, and when you buy it, Amazon recommends this drive from Samsung, external USB-C drive. And if you use it with that camera at the maximum possible bitrate, which it says it can do, it will lag and you will drop frames. So why are they recommending it and why are people buying Samsung when they are crap fucking garbage SSDs with the Samsung name on top of them? And if you want to prove me wrong, Samsung, send me a drive that's faster and we'll see who's right. So that's a separate video. Now, back to the build.